Alright, John Oakes here with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location. And today, in our showroom here, we're going to go over the newest addition to our inventory, this being a 1966 Pontiac GTO convertible. So this car here, as you can see, nice dark blue color on this. This is actually the correct color for this car. Nightwatch blue is what they call this. All the panels on this car are very nicely aligned, nice and straight all the way around. Even all of the bright work, as far as, you know, headlight bezels, the grills, the bumpers, wheel lip moldings and such, these are all in really good shape. I don't really need to go over each and every one with you, but just know they're nice and conditioned, nice and straight, polished up really well. And again, you'll be able to see those as we walk around in our video, as well as all the images that we have on our website for it. So again, as I said, real GTO here, 242 car. You can see it's got the correct steel GTO hood on it here. Obviously, like I said, our car does have all the wheel lip moldings on it. Obviously, you've got the GTO, the 6.5 liter badging on those front fenders. And then you do have that rocker molding down along the bottom here. Again, as I said, all in really nice condition. So what we do is we'll check gaps and elevations on all the doors here, make sure everything is nice and tight and in alignment with one another. So you can see the gaps to the front side of the door and the gaps to the back side, pretty uniform on the car here. Obviously the elevations with your quarter panel and your front fender there are right on, and again all the body lines are in alignment with one another. So again, panel fitment and alignment is very nice on the car. As far as windows go, obviously our glass is down right now because we want to show the interior along with the convertible top being down, but all the glass is in great shape. There's no chips or cracks in any of it. Even your vent windows, those are all in good condition. Now our GTO just has the driver's side mirror, the chrome on that mirror in great shape, along with the glass. Again, no cracks, chips, anything there. Looks really nice. Our convertible top is blue also, same color as the car. Now, and then of course our door handles here, those are also chrome and no pitting in that chrome, so those are all in good shape. We'll open the door up. I know it's a convertible, you can see inside, but we want to make sure that you kind of see everything here. So inside, again, this blue interior, that is what would have come in this car from the factory. You can see the wood grain dash, the wood grain steering wheel, all in great shape. Factory instrumentation, you got the factory center console there, and it is a 4-speed car, so that's why you'll see the 4-speed shifter down there. The blue carpeting's in great shape, the seat upholstery, no rips or tears there. Door panels in great condition as well, along with the GTO badging that you do find on those door panels. And like I said, that wood grain wheel, it's got the Pontiac emblem, the arrowhead emblem right in the middle of it too. The convertible top, you'll see that in the pictures being up. Of course, we have it down because we want to show you. Obviously, it is a convertible and it works. It is a power top. The convertible top is in great shape. Again, nice dark blue material there. Looks really classy on this car. As we come around the back side, you're going to notice that it does have the GTO badging back here on the quarter panels also. And then back here on the actual tail panel, of course, you've got the Pontiac badging, and up above on the trunk lid, more GTO badging. So on the back ends of these cars, you do have the bright work here that goes all around the tail panel here. That's all in good shape. You've got the louvered tail lights here, which is a very nice look on these cars. And again, all of those are in great shape too. Nicely chromed rear bumper, no pitting there. When we look at the trunk lid back here, again, GTOs have those big trunks, big trunk lids. So you can see the gaps and the elevations on the trunk lid, not too bad there. Again, all of your bright work and moldings here around where your windows and your convertible top is, those are all in good condition also. Power antenna over here, and we will go ahead and open up our trunk lid now for you. Okay, so the key does work in the lock, latch all works. The trunk hinges and spring obviously work as they're holding that up all on their own. You can see the underside of the trunk lid Same color as the exterior of the car, nice, bright, shiny, that Nightwatch blue on there. Your weather stripping and your seals the whole way around the trunk, all nice and soft the whole way around. No rips or tears in any of it. All looks good, meets together in the center. It's going to seal up from the outside elements very well. Inside the trunk, we have this trunk mat. Very nice trunk mat in here. The whole trunk itself, the floor here, is in great shape. No patching, no holes, all solid. It's in great shape. You can see we've got the spare tire there. It is a full-size spare for the car. So all of that is in good shape. It's even got the original bumper jack down here, kind of put away there where it should be, back in that quarter panel there. So that's the trunk. We'll close this up. And that shuts nice and easy. Seals up great, like I said. Now again, on the passenger side, we just have all the same stuff that we just went over. I will go over the wheels and tires though, because we didn't do that on the other side. We've got, these are the factory 14-inch Pontiac rally wheels. These are the Rally 1 wheels here. You can see they've got the trim rings and the center caps. And then for the tires, you can see they left it very classic looking here with those Redline tires. These are the bias ply Firestone wide oval Super Sport tires on all four corners. All four are the same size, and these are F70 14s. Now over here, we're going to look at our gaps here on the passenger side door to the back and to the front. Again, very nice gaps. Same thing, elevations with quarter panels and front fenders, all in alignment with one another, body lines all in alignment. We'll open our passenger side door up. That way you get to see the interior from both sides. Again, no rips or tears in the upholstery, no rips, tears, or fading in the carpeting. The padded dash is in great shape. There's no cracks or anything in that dash pad. Sun visors are in great shape. So again, all of this in really good condition. You have front seat belts in this car, retractable lap belts, but no belts in the back seats there. So yeah, that's the whole interior on the car. So again, matching badging here on the front fender, and then we'll just come around to the front of the car now. So again, this is our, the front end of our 66 GTO here. You can see the Pontiac Arrowhead emblem here on the front of the car, here on the leading edge of the hood there. Again, this is an all steel GTO hood. You can see the scoop there. The bezels around the headlights, those are in good condition. These headlights, these are your stacked headlights, obviously, that a lot of people love. These are traditional sealed beam headlights here. You've got glass lenses, no chips or cracks in any of those. This is just your normal GTO grills here up front, and you've got the GTO badging right there in the grill on the driver's side of the car. Your marker lights up here, those are in great shape. They're not cracked, the lenses on those. And again, a nice chrome front bumper on there as well. Now let's go ahead and open up our hood. That way we can talk about the engine and the driveline on the car. So let me get this up. Alright, so with the hood open, first thing we'll do is look top down. So the underside of our hood, you can see it's got all the proper hood insulation underneath here. That's going to keep the heat inside the engine compartment, keep it away from the outside. You can see this is in great shape. No rips or tears in anything, nothing hanging down. All affixed up here as it should be. Now the engine compartment itself, obviously all blacked out. That's the way it should be too. Inner fenders, firewall, all black. And for the motor here, we'll go over that next. This is a date correct 389 cubic inch Pontiac motor, 3¼ horse. You've got the correct chrome louvered air cleaner on top. I believe what we have there is probably, well, it's a 4-barrel carburetor. I'm not sure if it's an Edelbrock or not. If not, if I don't say it in the video here, just always remember, you can always look at our description. It's going to have it in the description. It does have the, it looks like the factory cast intake on there, all painted the correct color that it should be. Nice set of chrome valve covers. And then as far as the heads, those are cast. Off of those heads, we've got the cast exhaust manifolds for the exhaust. Now those empty out into a set of dual exhaust, dual turbo style mufflers on it with the correct tailpipes on it. But in here, as far as accessories, we've got power steering. You also have power brakes. Now as far as the brakes go though, it is four-wheel drum brakes, but still stops very, very well. And again, the emergency brake, all the cables are all hooked up and everything is all functional. Factory style radiator with the shroud there. Looks like we've got a probably a 6, maybe 7 blade clutch fan in there. So that's going to be your cooling for it there. All the heater lines are all hooked up on it as well. And again, all your hoses, all your lines, everything like that, all look to be in good condition. I see no leaks at all underneath here. Ignition still has kind of the stock ignition on it, the kind of the point style with the external coil on it there as well. All right, now that we've got our 66 Pontiac GTO convertible up on the lift, we're going to go through this car just as we do all the other ones, going over the frame, the floors, all the drive lines, steering, suspension, exhaust work, wheels, tires, all of that stuff. So underneath the car, we're able to do that easily for you, show you exactly what we've got and point out, you know, the condition of everything for you. So underneath the front here, we'll start with the cross member. Again, this is your stock cross member for the car up front. That's what all the suspension ties into, and it looks in great shape. No dents or dings. Doesn't look like it's ever been rubbed on anything. As far as the suspension arms up front, these are going to be stock. These are your factory stamped steel upper and lower control arms. Ball joints on the ends of all of those are in great shape. You can tell everything's been greased and maintained on a regular basis on this car. As far as the steering, we've got, this is a power steering car. Of course, all your tie rods and everything on this vehicle are mounted to the front side, so it's hard to see on the video there the condition of those, but all of your tie rods, those are all good and straight. The drag link, pitman arm, all of that stuff, all in good condition. All of your ball joints at the end of those tie rods all have the little rubber dust boot covers on them, so that's good. That's going to keep the dirt and debris away from them, keep all that grease in so they stay lubricated. And our GTO has the front sway bar on it in good shape. Sway bar bushings on the frame mounts are in good shape, as well as those sway bar end link bushings too. And for the brakes on this car, it is power brakes also. It is four-wheel drum brake though. But again, power brakes, they still stop really well for the car. Now we'll go all the way out at the ends to the wheels and tires, and we'll talk about those real quick. So these are 14-inch wheels all the way around. These are the factory Pontiac rally wheels, beauty rings, center caps, all there. Wheels are in great shape. And then for tires, they kept with the classic original look of it. They've got the Firestone wide oval Super Sport tires, F70 14s all the way around on the car, and everything's all in good shape on this car too. So that's wheels, tires, that's a whole front suspension and braking and steering. Now let's move in a little bit. We'll go over the driveline next. So what we have for the motor here, this is a date correct 389 Pontiac motor, 3¼ horse. Behind that, we've got the Muncie M21 4-speed manual transmission, bell housing, and it does have the flywheel cover on it. So again, that's going to help protect that from any dirt or debris getting in there, possibly chipping a tooth off that flywheel. Not going to happen. It's all enclosed there. As we come back a little further, of course, we've got the cross member for the transmission here. The actual mount for the tail shaft on the transmission is in good shape too. As far as the transmission itself and the oil pan on the motor, nice and dry, free from any leaks. Of course, back here at the tail shaft of the transmission, your rear output seal where your slip yoke slides into, that is dry too. Drive shaft is a balanced unit. That's going to eliminate a lot of the vibration in your drive line that you may have. Then as far as the rear end and the rear suspension, first off, the rear end is a 10-bolt rear end. It's the 8.2-inch ring gear back here. It is a POSI unit in here for the third member assembly, and it's a 355 gear ratio. As far as the rear suspension, you've got your traditional, just your metric 4-link rear suspension. So So you got your lower control arms, your uppers up top. Then as far as coil springs, those are in good shape. I've already mentioned it's drum brake back here, and all of the parking brake cables and such all hooked up, and parking brake is functional on the car. And then this car also has a set of air shocks on it. So you're going to be able to raise and lower the rear height on the car pretty easy on this just by using an air hose. There'll be a Schrader valve on it. You'll just hook that up. You can air it up and get your car sitting a little higher, air it down. You know, just get it kind of setting nice and level like these cars like. And again, that's going to give it a good look all the way around. And a little further back, while we're back here, we'll just talk about the fuel tank. Again, this would be probably the, well, obviously it's a factory style fuel tank. I'm not sure if it's original or not. Looks like it probably is, but there's no dents or dings whatsoever in it. All of your mounting straps and hardware are all in good shape on this car too. And from what I can see underneath here of the trunk pan itself, all good, all solid trunk pan back there too. Now we'll come back up front here. We've got our exhaust system on the car, obviously, that you can see here. It does start off at the heads with a set of cast exhaust manifolds. We've got our dual exhausting that comes back all the way back to a set of turbo style mufflers back here. Then of course the correct style of tailpipe that works its way up over top of the rear end and then exits out the rear of the car right underneath the rear bumper. And finally, as far as the frame and the floors go, obviously Pontiac GTO is going to be a full frame car. The frame itself is in great shape, nice and straight all the way back, good and square all the way around, including that front cross member, as I said, that ties everything together at the front. As far as the floors go, the floors are in good shape too. As you can see, it's got all the factory stampings, the lines and so forth for the correct floor pans on the car. What I can say is it looks like they put one floor pan in it here. It looks like right underneath the driver's side here floor, but they did it with the correct metal. They seam sealed everything, cut it nicely, added that piece in. Looks good the way they did it. Again, these cars are old. It's not unheard of to have, you know, panels replaced in them as long as it's done right, and this one is. As far as the rest of the floors, like I said, all the bracings all here, everything looks good and solid the rest of the way back through the car. Even your pinch welds and your rockers, all straight pinch welds, rockers good and solid down both sides. So that's pretty much it for the underside of our GTO.